And we are recording. So we are at our 9th parent town hall meeting, and today on our panel we have myself, Ms. Griffith, Mr. Bolton, our Director of Operations, Nurse Sharit, Ms. Jackson, our Attendance Specialist, Ms. Harris Harvey, our Scholar Services Director, and Ms. Richardson, our Data Manager, will be joining us shortly. So our agenda today, we will be discussing current COVID infection rates and CDC guidance, updates from questions of last town hall, procedures for reentry, the day in the life, COVID testing for staff and scholars, our schedule, breakfast and lunch, late pickup, and storage of scholar items. We will also be discussing medical information. We'll have our question and answer segment, and we'll talk about next steps. So currently, our infection rates for DeKalb and Fulton have gone down. Last week, they were in the 290s. This week, we're down 260 per 100,000 cases in DeKalb and 235 in Fulton. Remember, we will remain closed while we are still in a substantial spread zone, and we will reopen once we get down below 100 cases per every 100K. That will drop us from substantial spread. And here's the guidance that we're going based off of. So we're in phase 2 right now. Oh, no, I apologize. We have made it to phase 4. Our scholars are still distant and remote learning because of the level of spread. Our teachers and staff members are also at home, and we are hoping that as the numbers continue to drop, we will be able to open up soon. Okay, hold on one moment for me. Oh, there we go. So our operations team has put together a short video of a day in the life. We will be going through the scholars entering the building during arrival up until the end of the day.
Here you see a scholar temperature being taken inside of the car. This scholar's temperature registered below the threshold, so they are eligible for admittance into the school. Here's an example of a student whose temperature registered higher than the threshold, which is 99.5 degrees. In an instance like that, they will not be admitted into the building and would have to log in virtually for that day. Here we see students coming in, grabbing their prepared breakfast. as they enter the building. Again, these are sample videos, just recreation of what it will actually look like. Here we have students traveling down the hallway, trying to maintain a social distance. There are floor markers and cones to help guide our students and keep them in the right direction on the correct side of the hallway. You notice when students are in class, they'll be using their computers, and you notice that they have desk shields, kind of protect their personal space as they do their studies and work. Notice the spacing of the desks in the classroom as well. We will limit only 2 scholars in the restroom at a time to give them time to finish what they have to do, come out, and not crowd the restrooms and have too many people in there. If you remember from some of the previous town halls, the bathrooms are being updated with touchless faucets, toilet seats with lids on them, an occupancy indicator on the outside. You don't see it here. Those actually arrived today, as well as pull handles on the inside so the students don't have to actually pull the normal door handle. Here's an example of students receiving their lunches, which will be eaten inside of the classrooms, not in the cafeteria. Again, to limit the students walking around the building and potentially spreading.
Scholars will also have barcodes, because right now they use a pin pad so that we don't have any transition of any germs. So we'll just scan their barcode.
All of our water fountains have been upgraded as well. You'll notice the student filling up her cup in a water bottle filling station. So it uses the same electricity and water from the fountain, but allows them to hydrate safely.
Thank you, Mr. Bolton, for your commentary. All right, Nursery.
Good afternoon, parents. My session is on COVID testing for staff and scholars. Right now, COVID testing, we do have an off-site third-party vendor that will do our COVID testing just for the staff and scholars. Right now, we aren't mandating that the scholars nor the staff get tested, but we are highly encouraging that. What the third party would do, they would actually go using your insurance. And if you don't have insurance, Ivy will pick up that scholar or staff bill. That is it.
Ms. Griffith, you're on mute.
Thank you. Okay, sorry. So this is an example of our hybrid schedule. We will be separating our scholars by 2 different cohorts, leading ladies and devastating divas. The schedules have already been created for those scholars. However, we will not send them out until we have officially scheduled a date for reentry. So those parents that did select hybrid learning, we do have your name, your child's schedule has already been made. However, those schedules will not go out until we have a date for reentry. As you can see, we have 2 face-to-face dates and 2 virtual dates. Wednesdays will continue to be asynchronous. Teachers will be teaching from they will be teaching synonymously, so they will be teaching their scholars at home as well as their scholars face-to-face at the same time. Late pickup. Dismissal begins at 3 p.m. and ends at 3:20. Scholars picked up after 3:20 will be considered as a late pickup. Phone calls will not be accepted. You can still call and let us know that you're picking up your scholar. However, if it's after 3:20, they will still be considered as a late pickup. After 3 late pickups, your scholar will then revert back to virtual learning. We have to make sure that our staff and our scholars are safe, and having to stay in the building past a certain time interferes with our cleaning schedule. Storage of scholar items. Scholars participating in hybrid learning will be allowed to bring a water bottle, a prepared lunch if they're not eating school lunch, their laptop or tablet, and a coat or jacket. Items must be stored in a book bag or on the scholar's person and stored in the classroom with them. We will not be using our lockers when we return for hybrid learning, and no other personal items from home will be permitted. If you are packing lunch for your child, please make sure that it does not need to be refrigerated or microwaved, because they will not be available for scholar use. Ms. Richardson?
Hi, parents. This is Ms. Richardson. I am your admissions and data manager. I just wanted to speak with you about Infinite Campus access and use. It is very important that each of you have logged into Infinite Campus. I ran a report just the day before yesterday, and not many of you have accessed Infinite Campus. For your convenience, on the school website, if you go under Parent Portal, there are links for Infinite Campus activation, Infinite Campus Parent Portal, as well as videos that show you how to access your username or activation key, which if you've never logged on before, you will need your activation key to access Infinite Campus. If you have any difficulty outside of that, we ask that you email us at enroll@ivyprepacademy.org. We'll be more than happy to help you with that information, because inside of Infinite Campus, you are able to check your scholar's grade as well as update student information. So this is important because we currently have a lot of return mail coming back, and we do want to rectify that situation. So this allows parents to have the capacity to go inside of Infinite Campus and update your telephone number, you can update your email address, and you can request to update your address. Now, with updating addresses, please be aware, we are grateful when you all let us know that you have moved. That is awesome, but we also need the information that goes along with it. So in the event that you have moved during this time, or you'll be moving in the future, we will need a copy of your mortgage lease agreement, as well as a current utility bill. So that also brings us into re-enrollment. During re-enrollment this year, we are utilizing a new platform, which is called Schoolmint. Schoolmint is a great platform for us here at Ivy because it allows us to do our re-enrollment, our lottery, so all in one space instead of using different platforms. So inside of Schoolmint as well is your intent to return. So right now we are, the re-enrollment deadline has passed, but we do know that parents, some parents may have been having difficulties, may not have received the information in a timely manner. So we have extended that deadline for you all to go ahead and get your intent to return complete. So that is letting us know whether or not your scholar will be returning next year. This is important information for us to have because we don't want to give away your scholar seat because you were not able to complete the intent to return. Also, in the SchoolMint platform, each of you have your own login, which you should have received an email already, probably months ago, and then we resent them out again, your login information for SchoolMint. This platform also allows you to upload your residential documents, which is an awesome thing for us because it alleviates parents from having to come up to the building. You don't have to email it, so it really makes the process a lot easier for us all. Again, if you have any questions about residential documents, any questions about re-enrollment, please do not hesitate to email us at enroll@ivyprepacademy.org. We're more than happy to help you. We've also been doing phone calls to parents as a reminder and sending out emails to you as a reminder to go ahead and complete that intent to return. Also, during this time, we're accepting lottery applications for the 21-22 school year. So if there's a sibling that's not already at Ivy and you're interested in them joining the Ivy family, please go ahead and complete the lottery application. That is also in the SchoolMint platform. So you would use your current student's login to go in and you would click New Scholar, New Student, and that will bring up the application for your scholar, for your new scholar that is applying for the 21-22 school year. Also, we're asking you guys for some referrals, please. If you know anyone that a family or girl that is deserving of an Ivy Prep Academy education, please, by all means, at least tell 3 families that our lottery application period is open. It will close on on March 5th, and then we'll have our lottery drawing on March 13th. So if you know a family deserving of an Ivy education, please share that information. As always, we are here to help you all through this process. We know that a lot of things are changing. We have a new platform. Things are a little bit different than we did them last year. And we want you to be prepared. We want you to be knowledgeable. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. I always give the enroll@ivyprepacademy.org email address because myself and our admission specialists both work from that email. So it's easier for us to keep track, to make sure that we are maintaining our connection with you and responding in a timely manner. That's all that I have. Thank you.
All right, hello again. So I just want to let you know that the faculty, as of March 8th, the faculty and the staffs are now eligible for COVID vaccines. So some of our staff has opted to take the vaccine. So we will be vaccinated towards COVID-19. Right now, the scholars, they're still working on trials right now for children. So they haven't opened it up to anybody that's under the age of 18. And also, I just wanted to let parents know that any scholars that take medication at school, an authorization form needs to be returned by the first day of hybrid learning, and also has to be signed by the doctor. Actually, that could be emailed to me, and I will set up a day, probably like the day before hybrid learning, just to go over everything with the parent. And as I stated before, if your scholar has an inhaler, they have to have a spacer. That's the only way that they can use it. And if they do have the albuterol treatments, the parent will have to sign the scholar out and do it in the parking lot. Clinic cards need to be received by each scholar before hybrid learning. Without that card, we cannot allow that student for re-entry. The cards are actually will be found on our website now. So if you could fill out their card and get it back to us as soon as possible. I'm also still pushing the thermometer, the free thermometer today. If you sign up, you can actually text the word fluency to 900-900. The last day is March 8th. So that's one of the things that we're trying to push here that will make checkout in the morning go faster. That text actually will come to me on my app to let me know that which scholar has checked in and did their temperature. And it's actually one thermometer per household. That is it.
Hi, everybody. I apologize for my tardiness. I was in another meeting. So I just had to jump on, but thank you, panelists. I appreciate you. So just some next steps. Hopefully you heard some great things today. And of course, we are going to talk the next time we meet about the return date, which we believe could possibly be coming soon because the numbers are decreasing. And also some open Q&A and just some ideas around what classroom sanitation looks like for our teachers, the kits that we are preparing for them, as well as just some things we need from you to help with social media. We also will have a Shiro Week, which is coming up March 22nd through the 26th. And we'll share more information about that this upcoming week. And of course, hopefully everyone saw the information from Governor Kemp about vaccinations, as well as the state school superintendent put information out around testing, and we'll provide that information to you with a larger town hall that won't be on Friday, it'll be in the evening, which will be more accommodating for parents as well. So any questions that we have out there floating?
We do have a question. It looks like it was answered by Mr. Bolton. Ms. Dallas advised, well, she asked if her scholar has to return home for the day because of their temp and log in, will they be marked tardy? Ms. Jackson.
Thank you, Ms. Griffith. Basically, pretty much the same thing Mr. Bolton said. When I received the notification that the scholar has been sent home due to a high temperature, they will not be marked tardy, so it won't count against them.
Just please make sure that they log in as soon as they get home.
Yes.
Anyone else have any questions for us based off of what you've seen today? Okay, Doc?
Yep.
We have any other questions?
I know the elephant in the room is when are we coming back? And we're working towards it. Just trying to work out some more logistics and make sure these numbers hold steady. All right, well, that's it, I think. Thank you all for joining us again. Next Friday, it'll be a little bit different. Hopefully we'll have some more information for you as it pertains to returning. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me. As always, we are available to assist. And thank you so much. Have a great day.
Oh, hold on. Let's see who this is. Oh, it's Mr. Bolton. All right, bye-bye, everyone.
Bye.